And let's go. So let's go ahead and grab that bench or that chair, whatever you have. We are gonna start with our warm up. So place your hands direct underneath your shoulders, like in a plank. And you're gonna inhale, exhale, push your heels down, bring your chest down on the floor. Really lengthening your hamstrings and back. Inhale, do it again. Bring your shoulders away from your ears and sink it a little, pass further or plank, depending on how flexible your back is, how low you want to go. Inhale, exhale, engage those glutes, bring your head forward, bring your shoulders away from your ears and your chin up. Press back down, push your chest towards the floor, press your heels, your body weight on the back of your leg. Go back in Shanto Cobra. Inhale, bring it back. Push your heels down. Inhale, go in a Shanto Cobra. Now come up here in a plank position, and you're gonna bring your right leg forward. Sink your hip. Go back in a plank, switch to your left. Sink in the hip. The other side. Right and left. One more time. Now go a little bit farther. Bring that leg a little farther forward. Sink your head, shoulders away from your ears. Make sure, switch that your heel is aligned with the knee. So when you bring it forward, farther forward is your feet. Every time you reach your foot, it's going a little farther forward. Sink in the hip. Oh, that feels good. Go back in a plank. Switch to the other side. And switch. A little bit forward. Look, I'm almost passing completely. Really feeling on the back leg stretch. Go back in a plank, switch. Try to keep the hip bones facing forward. Now back to the first one, right next to you, right there. And now you're gonna sink that hip. You're gonna bring your left arm right in the middle of the chair or the bench you have. And you're gonna rotate to your right side. Bring it back to the front, inhale. Exhale, rotate to your right shoulder, reaches back. While your hips stay forward. Oh, that's wonderful. Two more. One more. Bring it back and switch. Bring your left one. Your right hand is in the middle. Direct underneath your shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, your left one goes as far back as you can. And bring it to the front. As far back as you can. Try to keep the hip forward and your knee pointing forward. It's just your upper body moving. And bring it down. One more time. Bring it back. Go back again. Take your hands off the bench and reach at the floor. Walk it again towards the bench. Go in a Shanto Cobra. Inhale, exhale, press it. Hands on the floor. Reach it. Again, bring it forward. Cobra. Engage your glutes, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, press. Reach it down. Bring your right arm, rotate it up to the ceiling. Bring it back down. Switch. Two more times each side. I'm gonna get a little closer so you can see me better. Right there. Bend the knees and roll up. Okay, now you're gonna go ahead and place your left leg on top of that bench or chair you have. Okay, now point it out so knees and toes are pointing to the side while your right one is pointing forward. So feel a nice stretch on your hip. This is a lot of hip mobility today. You're gonna rock it, bring it down, roll the toe, bring it up and take it back outside. Lean on it. Back up toe, bring that knee pointing down towards the floor. Internal rotation. Exhale, bring it up. You feel nice stretch when you bring it inside. Rotate and press. 2 more. Bring that knee pointing down. Bring it up. Give me one more time. This feels a great way to do internal rotation of the hip, which is hard to do anyway. Nice. Now you're gonna stay right here and you're gonna bring that leg extended this time. Point up to the side, right one to the front. Hip is forward. Keep your chest forward. Inhale and side reach. You can reach a toe, go ahead and do it. If you cannot reach a toe, it's fine. You can just stay here, but make sure you're pointing that toe up to the ceiling. You should get a nice stretch in the adductors all inside your leg. Chest is square forward. Inhale, bring your right arm and side reach with our right arm too. Come up, bend the knee, lean on it. Okay, now you're turning your toe to the side. Okay, so your toe is pointing forward, your hip is pointing forward. Inhale, exhale, reach with your left arm, keeping the shoulders square. Inhale, exhale, bring it up, side reach with your right arm. Keeping the right toe forward. Come up. Now, bring it out again. Bring the toe up again. Okay, make sure that your hips stay forward. And what you're gonna do now is you're gonna bend this right knee and sit back. Woo! Nice stretch. So let me do it to the side so you can see me. I'm keeping it, I'm sitting back. So you see this knee is not going forward. I'm sticking your butt behind you and bending this knee a little. You should feel a nice stretch on that leg. This is up here. It's very important to sit back. Ooh, I can feel it all the way. Come up, bend the knee. Now bring it to the front again. Top flat on the top of the chair, pointing forward. Again, sit back, bend the knee. Nice, really nice stretch of our adductors. Oh. Come up. Go ahead and sit on that chair. Bring that right, left leg, same leg we just stretched, same leg that was on top, your left one. Cross it on top of your right one. Shoulders back and then on top, bend forward. Really trying to reach the chest down towards the center of your leg. Come up, inhale, exhale, do it again. Bend forward. Come up, bring that leg down, toe up to the ceiling, reach the toe and press, press. Drop the foot flat on the floor, bend forward, keeping reaching the left leg again. And roll up, nice. We are gonna do the same thing on the other side. That felt amazing. Okay, let's do it on this leg now. So first we are gonna start by, let me remember. Oh, I wrote it down. Hip. So right here, place your leg on top, pointing out, right, left foot pointing forward, right, pointing to the side with the knee. You're gonna inhale, lean on the side, come up, tilt the knee down on the floor. Bring it back to the front, lean towards it. You see how my knees align with my heels? I'm not passing it. If you find yourself passing it, you can always bring that foot further. Rotate it in, your knee pointing down. Definitely this side feels easier. Reach it, come up, pointing down. Rotate internally, come up. One more time, inhale. Exhale, lean forward, bring it up, bring it down to the side. Nice. Now, keep that leg pointing, facing to the side, but you're gonna point your right toe up to the ceiling. Chest square forward, hips square forward, inhale. Exhale, reach the toe with your right hand or your shin or whatever you can reach. Inhale. Exhale, bring your arm, reach in your left arm. Come up, bring it flat, pointing forward. Inhale. Exhale, reach it. Try to keep the shoulders square, pointing forward. And come up. Do it again. Bring your toe up to the side, chest forward. Inhale. Exhale, bring it. Come up, flat on the floor, pointing forward. Inhale. Exhale, side bend. Reaching with your right, reaching with your left, shoulders square forward. And come up. Now, you're gonna bend the other way. So you're gonna lift the toe, pointing to the side. Inhale, bend the left knee, sit back. Ooh, really feel it. And how far you sit down, it depends on the flexibility of that leg. Come up, bring it flat to the front. Again, bend the knee, sit back. Make sure your body weight is in this heel. You're sticking your butt behind you. You should feel nice stretch all over the inside of your leg. Come up, let's do it again. You know, I feel like it's easier to stretch the outside or external rotations, but it's way harder the internal. So this is a great way to do it. Put your toe up and inhale, sit back. Be gentle with this movement. Come up, flat on the floor, pointing forward, sit back. And come up. Nice. And then if you need to take a break in there. Okay, get here on the chair. Sit at the end. Cross your right one on top of your left. Shoulders back and down. Bend forward. Come up. Inhale. Exhale again. Bend forward from your hip. Trying to keep the shoulders square. And come up. Bring the leg forward, keeping the toes up pointing up. Inhale, exhale, reach the toe. You should feel nice stretch all over on your hamstrings. You can always apply some of those stretches while you're at work, on the computer, sitting in the chair. Come up, drop the foot flat on the floor. Inhale, exhale, bend forward, reach the toe. Bend the knee and roll up, sit up. Nice. Now we are gonna get back from the top doing similar movements that we started. We are gonna start with our cobra and bridge again. You can feel free to do a little deeper, or you can feel free to do this one on the floor, which will be harder. Okay, get in a plank. You're gonna kind of put it all together. Inhale, exhale. Push your heel, bring your chest down on the floor. Bring your hands on the floor. Rotate to your right. Rotate to your left. Walk your hands back to the bench or chair. Get in a plank. Bring your right leg forward. Rotate to your right. Keeping the hip and knees forward. Go back in a plank. Bring your left one. Rotate to your left. Bring in a plank. Now, hip extension, just reaching a little farther. Bring that leg farther forward. Sink your hips, shoulders down, chest forward. Bring it back. Switch your left one a little farther. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your hip forward. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Bring it even farther. As far as forward as you can. Keep your shoulders down. Inhale, exhale, switch. As far forward as you can. Bring it back. Push your heels down again. Walk your hands on the floor. Reach your toes. Rotate to your right. Bringing those arms as far forward as you can, pointing up to the ceiling. Bring it to the center. Walk your hands towards the bench. Do a gentle cobra. Shoulders away from your ears. Go back in plank. Bring your right leg forward. Reach, rotate to your right with your hip and right knee pointing forward. Bring it down. Switch to your left. Bring it back down. Now just hip extension a little bit farther. Shoulders away from your ears, chest forward. Sink in that hip. You should feel a nice stretch in the front of your hip. Switch. Switch, back in plank, a little farther, as far as forward as you can. Switch, far forward as you can. And release, sit back, roll up. Nice, we are gonna work in this position of standing. If this is challenge your balance too much, feel free to grab a chair or something, an extra chair next to you for helping you with balance, okay? If you don't need to, don't use it. Okay. So now we are gonna place your right leg forward, toes pointing up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, bend forward, reach the toe. Stretching nice hamstring stretch. Drop the foot, keep reaching forward. You should feel it more on the front now. Bend the knee, sink forward. Bring it back to it again. Toes pointing up, reach your toes. Nice stretch. Okay, exhale, drop that foot. Trying to bring as flat as you can with your arms reaching forward. Bend the knee. Chest toe. Come up one more time. Lean back. Lift the right toe pointing up to the ceiling. Hips square forward. Reach your toe, whatever you can reach. If you cannot reach your toe, you can stay with your hands on your shins, but make sure the toe is up pointed so you get a nice hamstring and calf stretch. Drop it flat. Bend the knee, bring your hip forward, chest forward. From here, depending how big your chair is, you're gonna cross that leg on top like this, or you can do it on the floor. Okay, so you bend, it's a pigeon pose. So you cross it in front, placing kind of half of your body. We do this one on the floor all the time. So if this feels, your chair is too small, go ahead and do it on the floor, okay? Like this, which is harder. This is easier also for people with knee problems, a little less twisting on the knee. Chest toe. Now you're gonna rotate, bringing that left arm to the side of the leg. And you're rotating your right. Back to the front. And bring it back down. Sit back on your heels. Walk your hands. Bend the knees, roll up. Nice. You're gonna do it on the other side. Bring your left leg forward. Toe pointing up. Inhale. Exhale, bend forward and reach it. Definitely tighter. Bring your toe down and reach forward, keeping that foot as flat as you can. Inhale. Exhale, bring the toe up. Bring it up. Drop it. Bend forward. Okay, bend the knee, bring your hip forward. I forgot to do this one. Chest toe. Oh, nice stretch on your hip, front of your hip. Inhale, exhale, lean back, lift that left toe, pointing up to the ceiling. Drop it. Bend the knee, bring it forward. One more time. Inhale, exhale, toe up, reach it. Drop it flat. Now bend it forward, bend on top, keeping your hips forward, chest forward and tall. Again, feel free to do this one on the floor if your chair is too small or too high, just not comfortable. You feel free to do the pigeon pose on the floor. Now rotate to the front knee. Right arm comes out and reaches your left knee and rotate back. Wow, that feels wonderful. Inhale, exhale, come up. Go back in the triangle pose, modified triangle pose. Walk your hands. Bend the knees and roll up. Oh man, that feels amazing, isn't it? Okay, one more and we're done. So now we are gonna face in the other way. Again, feel free to grab a chair if you need to. We are gonna go ahead and place your right leg on top of the chair, like this. This is great for people with knee, when your knee is sore and if you have knee replacements, this is a great modification of a hip extension. You're gonna bend the front knee, stretching this leg as much as you can. Inhale, exhale, come up. And now if you can, bend that back knee and reach it with your right arm. Bring it flat on the floor, bend the front leg, keep your chest tall. You should feel a nice stretch in the front of your hip. Inhale, exhale, come up tall. You can stay right there. Just keep that stretch. Or you can bend the knee with your right hand grabbing it. Okay, come up, sit on it, cross the right one, bend forward, right on top of your left to reverse the movement. Stand up tall, bring the right knee towards your chest, your left one's wrap it, and you rotate towards your right side. Nice glutes. Nice. Come up. Oh, last one, guys. Place your left one on top, resting on there. Some of you, for the chair is small, your leg might already be up, and that's okay too. Obviously, you won't be able to go as deep. Bend the front leg. This one also, you could easily do it in the sofa. I started thinking about it. This is a great on the sofa on top of the bed. Keep that hip forward. Come up. If you can, grab it with your left one. Oh, that's wonderful. Definitely for me, it's easier on this side. Inhale, exhale, sink on the hip. Body weight on the bottom leg now. Come up, bend the knee. With your left hand, grabs the left leg. Drop it, sink your hip forward. This is gonna be your last time. Keep those hip forward, inhale, exhale, bend it. With your left hand, grabbing your left leg. Release it, bring it up. Wow, today's stretch was awesome. Cross your left on top of your right, bend forward. Make sure you're long back so you're not arching. Long and top, bending from your hip. If you cannot go as low as me, it's fine, but we want to stay long back. Come up, right hand wraps the left knee towards your chest, and you rotate towards your left side. You feel a little more on your hip and lower back. Come up. Let's just stay right here and do a little bit of rolling to make sure your back is ready. Open your legs, roll down, roll up, roll down, and roll up. One more time. Let's stand up. Give me a last deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you, guys. That was awesome. I love it. I'm glad I recorded. This was a good